So, welcome back to another prayer for the planet. And today I am super honored and excited to have Diomira here. I'm going to let you say your last name because I'm always feeling like I don't quite nail the right pronunciation.
D'Agostino.
D'Agostino. Okay. I got to remember where the emphasis is. And so, what I really love about Diomira is she has so much spiritual wisdom and maturity, and she has completely opened my eyes up to a whole other world of earth-based beings who she calls fairies. And she also really embodies and carries this energy herself. And so a lot of the conversations I feel like we've been having and the meditations we've been having have been going up and out into the heavens and expansion and up and out. And so I very much feel like this is a really awesome balance of also coming down through our bodies and feeling into the earth and really honoring Mother Earth. And so Diomira has all sorts of connections to Avalon and sacred sites around the world. And today she's going to be leading us in our prayer. So I see Rosemary is here. Hello, love. If you're here and you want to go ahead and say, if you want to go ahead and say hi, we always love to have that connection and that interaction and to really activate just that chain of human beings around the planet who are pouring out our love and our intent. And I just have this great image of us really working to stabilize and accept and acknowledge and nurture all these energetic shifts and changes that are happening right now. So I'm going to see, hey, Christine. And yes, I love what Christine just did. She just tagged a whole bunch of people. And so if you do want to share what it is we're doing, tagging people is great. I also put the link over on YouTube for people who aren't on Facebook. And you can always also catch this later. So Diomira, I would love to turn it over to you. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Megan, for having me on. I am really excited to be here with all of you too. And I feel like I've been here with all of you for all these last few weeks, and now I'm in this seat. So it's kind of fun.
You got to come to the other side of the screen.
Yeah, journey to the other side.
Totally.
So what I'd love to do today with everyone is lead you in a really interesting meditation. And it is what I've been hearing from a lot of people, and I know for myself personally, is that nature has been a super powerful and really anchoring gift for me at this time. And whether that's going out for a walk in our parks, for those of us who still are able to do that, or going out for a walk in our backyard or gardens or forest. But what I've heard from some other people is that they may or may not have access to, for example, what we would call nature. Like I have a forest in my backyard. And so what I want everybody to know and to be able to access is that, first of all, you absolutely have access to nature no matter where you are, even if you are sitting in a brick and mortar apartment in the middle of a city, and that you are nature. So it lives within you. And through connecting with this inner doorway that lives within us, I'm going to help each and every one of you access nature from wherever you are. So today what we're going to do is, there was once upon a time that this earth was absolutely enveloped in a great forest. And so the little forests that we see today in our national parks and all around the world, these forests were once all connected and they spread out across the earth. And what is really significant about this is that even though for many different reasons, the forest does not exist on the planet as it once did, what is really important to note is that there is actually an energetic imprint that has been left behind by the massive ancient forests all over the planet that I call the etheric forest. And so through the doorway that is our heart, we can actually each tap into this etheric forest. So that's what we're going to do today.
That's super cool.
So if we're all ready, I would invite you to close your eyes with me. And let us just take a few moments. Talking about the forest gets me excited. So let's just take a few moments to like move our bodies and kind of allow the energy within us to move in whatever way feels right and perfect right now. Just giving us a chance to work that energy out, allow it to flow up and down, and just invite yourself to come to a natural place of pausing within that movement. Perhaps you feel yourself sinking more deeply into the chair. You feel your feet relaxing more on the ground or the floor. And just allow your shoulders to begin to drop, your neck to relax. And what I'm going to invite each of us to do is to begin to breathe deeply and consciously. So all together, let us begin by taking a nice conscious inhale. Breathing into the belly, chest, feeling that expansion, and holding for just a second if you can, and then allowing that exhale. And another breath, breathing in deeply to the belly, chest, allowing for that expansion, gifting yourself with that life force energy, holding and releasing. And on the next breath, I want you to begin to invite your imagination to come online. The journey that we are going to take is going to be one of the heart, and the heart is going to be propelled by the imagination itself. So on this next conscious breath, feel yourself breathing into your heart space, both in the center of your chest, the heart chakra, as well as the physical heart. Take a moment to allow yourself to settle into that place that is so you, that is your unique essence. And feel yourself expand into that essence on your inhale. And on your exhale, imagine that that essence begins to exchange with the world around you. And through this beautiful exchange of breath, notice how the world around you begins to light up and come alive. Use your imagination to see, sense, or feel the world around you becoming enlivened and charged with this beautiful life force energy, as if the world around you is breathing. Take a moment to relax into the breath and allow the world around you to breathe you. And now I want you to use your imagination to become aware that you are sitting held within a beautiful place within the natural world. Continue to breathe and allow yourself to be anchored into this reality, this one that shares a place with your physical world, that is right here, always existing with you. And use your imagination now to see this magical natural place. Perhaps it's a forest filled with trees. Maybe it's a meadow. But just allow your imagination to play with the textures and colors, perhaps shades that you've never seen before. Notice the fragrances that are all around you. Notice the sounds that greet your ears. Notice how your skin feels with the atmosphere. And just begin to expand out. Just as we do with the breath, we expand into places within our bodies. Use your breath to expand out into this beautiful place, this beautiful forested area that lives right where you are. Become receptive to its welcoming presence, to its nurturing gifts of life and love and medicine. And in this moment, imagine that your heart is glowing, just as this beautiful natural world around you seems to be glowing. And you notice that this glowing, this radiance, is characterized by this soft pulse. And at first, perhaps, it is the pulse of your own heartbeat. Allowing yourself to settle into that pulse. Perhaps you notice that that pulse is the heartbeat of the forest itself. This heartbeat that is the ancient forest, that is the lungs of Gaia, of the earth, is inviting you to rest, is inviting you to breathe deeply. And it is inviting you to know that you are not alone. In this moment, become aware that a forest is a place that is teeming with life, both visible and invisible. And in our busy world, perhaps we may have forgotten some of the invisible frequencies and life forms that are part of our sacred ecology. But in this moment, the earth is sending out a soft invitation in the form of this heartbeat song to let you know that these allies are ever present and have never left the side of humanity. These energies, this medicine of Gaia, is seeking to come into connection and offer their love and their support at this time, just as we can open our hearts to offer ours. Take a breath. And one last time, allow the beautiful, sparkling glowing life force energy of this etheric forest to bless you. Imagine that in this moment, the forest is bathing you with these codes of light that are ancient, that are each person's birthright to know and to come into harmony with. Allow exactly what you need to move deeply into your energy field to support you, to nourish you, and to bless you. And remember, you are not alone. Take a breath. Become deeply aware of your physical body, knowing that this physicality, this existence that we know in our everyday world is not separate from the magic of the ancient and ethereal forest. It is part of us. We have only to open up to it and remember. So when you are ready, bring a little movement into your body. And I would invite you, as you gently open your eyes, to give yourself the gift of bringing the light of the forest into the space that you are currently occupying right now. And so it is.
Hmm. Gonna give everyone another few moments to really absorb the yumminess of that meditation and visualization and come back into your room. I see Donna's in the car listening by the beach. And what I really loved about that journey, Diomira, is I was kind of racing around before the Facebook started, and I could just feel how like grounded and present I am now. And there's just so many beautiful images. Like I was seeing the property we were on kind of return to a more natural state, and how we as a family might be able to nurture that, and so many beautiful green luscious colors. And then I just love that piece around the forest being the lungs of the planet. I felt like we were reactivating that, and that it could actually be helping the situation right now, like even where the trees physically no longer exist, that there's this beautiful energy that we just tapped into to help that planet breathe and to help all of us humans slow down and breathe. So thank you so much for that. That was delightful.
Thank you. And I want to say it was so funny. If anybody heard the door in my office, that was my beloved cat, who was really not happy that he was left out of the forest meditation space. He's used to being in here with me when I'm doing the meditations. So that was him letting you know that he was in the forest with you all.
Of course he was. Totally. That's awesome. I see Emily just joined us from Europe, and Emily is a big tree person. So what a great day for you to come right before you go into your dream time. And I know you'll dream with the trees tonight. So welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'd love for everyone just to take a moment to check in if you'd like to type out a prayer or a blessing to the forest and to the land and to the lungs of Gaia, the earth, so that we can really hold this energy in our space. I would love for you to do that. And if there's someone you know who is dealing with a virus, or they're just having any kind of that short tension, tightness of breath because of anxiety or worry or fear, you're also always welcome to put their names in the comments, and we'll also hold them in that more expansive, spacious, breath-filled space. So thank you everyone for joining me. I will be back here again tomorrow. We're doing this every weekday at 5 p.m. New York time. And next week I'll have some more great guests on with me. And I just so love and appreciate everyone who's showing up in this way. And I know for myself, it's such a great reminder to slow down and be present. It's such a precious time right now. I know there's so much discomfort and suffering, and there's also so many blessings and opportunities. And I'm just doing my best to stay in that place of seeing how we can all really I don't want to say take advantage, but use this time in the best way possible. So everyone stay safe and healthy. And I will see you again tomorrow. And thank you again, Diomira.
Thank
So
you so
great to
much.
play with you.